Michael Sullivan stood at the kitchen window, gazing out as snowflakes swirled down from the cloudy sky. Christmas lights twinkled on the neighboring houses, their cheerful glow contrasting with the uneasy feeling twisting in his stomach. He sighed and ran a hand through his messy hair. "Dad, can we put up decorations outside?" Olivia's voice rang from the living room, breaking into his thoughts. "Sure, sweetie. Just give me a minute," he replied, trying to sound cheerful. He turned to look at his daughter. Her bright eyes sparkled with excitement. "How about we make it a contest? Me and you versus Mom. Deal?" Olivia grinned and started bouncing on her toes. As Michael pulled on his coat, he caught sight of Laura in the hallway. She was scrolling through her phone, her expression distant. The laughter that once flowed easily between them felt missing, like sunshine on a cold winter day. "Hey Laura," he called out, forcing a smile. "You should join us." "Maybe later," she replied without looking up, her fingers still tapping away. Michael felt a pang of disappointment, but he shook it off and stepped outside with Olivia. The chilly air stung his cheeks as he helped his daughter hang ornaments on the low branches of their evergreen tree. "Look at this one," Olivia exclaimed, holding up a red and gold ornament. "It's the one we made in kindergarten." "It's beautiful, Liv," he said, his heart filling with pride. But as he watched her hang the ornament, a troubling thought crept into his mind. Laura had been acting differently lately. She seemed more distracted and less involved. He pushed the thought aside, choosing to focus on the happiness of the moment. After decorating, they returned inside. The smell of freshly baked cookies filled the air. Michael opened the fridge to grab a bottle of water. "Do you know where my red sweater is?" Laura asked from the living room. "I think it's in the laundry," he called back. "I'll go get it." As he walked toward the laundry room, something caught his eye in the garage, an unfamiliar sleek black car. He didn't recognize the sleek black car parked beside his old sedan. It was shiny, with tinted windows that gleamed under the dim light. "What the hell?" Michael whispered to himself. He stepped closer, peeking through the windshield. The interior was spotless, but the scent of cologne drifted from the slightly open window, sharp and unfamiliar. "Dad, come look at this." Olivia's voice called from the house, pulling him away. "Yeah, I'm coming," he shouted back, forcing himself to turn away from the mysterious vehicle. In the living room, Olivia proudly showed him the gingerbread house they had started decorating. Michael smiled, but his thoughts kept returning to the car. Something didn't feel right. Later that evening, after the sugar rush from the cookies had faded and Olivia was tucked into bed, Michael approached Laura in the kitchen. "Laura, do you know anything about the car in the garage?" She looked up, her eyebrows narrowing. "What car?" "A black one. It's not from around here. Doesn't belong to anyone in the neighborhood." "I have no idea, Michael," she replied. Her voice was calm, but something flickered in her eyes. Fear or guilt, he couldn't tell. "Okay, well, it's there. And it's not mine. So maybe it's a friend of one of the neighbors," she suggested, avoiding eye contact. "Right. Maybe." Michael's gut twisted. "I just thought you might know. You've been different lately." "Me? Different?" She gave a short laugh, but it lacked warmth. "I've been busy, Michael. With Olivia. With getting everything ready for the holidays. You know, it's that time of year." "Yeah, I know," he said, frustration building. "But this car. It's just strange." Laura's face tightened. "Just drop it, Michael. It's probably nothing." He wanted to keep pressing, but as he looked at her, a heavy feeling settled in his chest. He wanted to believe her. He truly did. That night he couldn't sleep. He lay in bed staring at the ceiling, the shadows shifting above him. The car was a mystery, but the tension between them was no longer subtle. It was painful and clear. The next morning, Michael knew he couldn't let it go. After breakfast, he threw on his coat and went back to the garage. He had to find out who the car belonged to. As he stepped inside, he noticed a faint scent still hanging in the air, a mix of cologne and something else. Something that made his skin crawl. Then he saw it. A few long strands of hair caught on the edge of the doorframe. "What the?" he muttered, stepping closer. The hair was dark and silky, not like Laura's light brown strands. A sickening realization rushed over him, and his heart began to pound. "Michael, are you out there?" Laura's voice called from inside the house. "Yeah. Coming," he called back, trying to steady himself. His mind raced as he re-entered the kitchen. His throat was dry. "I need to ask you something serious." Laura was pouring coffee, her back to him. "What is it? Did you cheat on me?" The words came out raw, trembling with pain. She froze. Her shoulders tensed. "What? Where is this coming from?" "I found hair in the garage," he said. "It's not yours." Laura slowly turned around, her face pale. "That doesn't mean anything, Michael. It could be anyone's." "Anyone? Who else would be in our garage?" he asked, stepping forward, heart pounding. "This is about more than the car, isn't it? You've been distant." "Michael, you're being ridiculous," she snapped, her voice rising and her eyes narrowing. "Am I?" he said, his voice shaking. "Because I don't feel like I even know you anymore." "Maybe you should have paid more attention," she fired back. The accusation hit him hard, hanging heavy in the air. Michael clenched his fists, trying to stay calm. "I thought we were in this together. I thought we were happy." "Happy?" she laughed bitterly. "You haven't been home in weeks. You're always working late." "That's because I'm trying to provide for our family," he said, anger rising. "Maybe I don't need your provision if it means losing you," she replied sharply. Silence followed, tense, loaded with emotions neither of them wanted to name. "Who is he?" Michael finally asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Laura hesitated, her eyes shifting away. "Please, Laura. Just tell me," he pleaded, the fear of losing her overwhelming. "It's Ryan." She admitted it, her voice trembling. Michael's heart sank. The name struck deeper than he expected. Ryan Clark. The car salesman. She nodded, tears welling in her eyes. "I didn't mean for it to happen. It just did." "Did you think I wouldn't find out?" he asked, his voice heavy with betrayal. "Do you even care?" "I do. I care about you, about us," Laura cried. "But I've been so lonely, Michael. You've been so caught up in work." "Lonely." The word echoed in his mind like a bitter wind. "And you thought cheating would fix that?" he asked sharply. "I thought it was just a fling," she whispered, her voice breaking. "But it turned into something more. I didn't want to hurt you." Michael turned away, his chest tight with pain. "You have no idea how deeply you've hurt me. You don't understand," she pleaded. "It was never supposed to go this far." He couldn't look at her. Her betrayal weighed on him like a stone pressing down on his chest. "I need some air." Stepping outside, the cold hit him like a slap. He paced the yard, his breath rising in sharp clouds. The Christmas lights twinkled mockingly around him, and he felt like a stranger in his own life. "Michael!" Laura's voice called after him, but he kept walking. He stopped by the garage and stared at the black car. It felt like a symbol of everything that had gone wrong. The creak of the door opening made him flinch. "Michael, please," Laura begged as she stepped out into the cold. "I'm sorry. I made a terrible mistake." "Did you love him?" he asked, his voice low and shaky. "I don't know," she admitted, her voice cracking. "I thought I did. But I love you, Michael. I want to fix this." "Fix it?" He let out a harsh, bitter laugh. "How do we fix this? Can you just undo what you did?" "Michael, don't. Don't," he shouted, his voice breaking. "I don't know if I can ever look at you the same again." Tears streamed down her face. "I'll do anything. Please. Just give me a chance." He closed his eyes, torn between the love he once felt and the pain now rooted in his soul. "I need time," he finally said. "I can't make any promises right now." "Okay," she whispered, her voice unsteady. "I'll wait. Just know I'm here, and I want to make things right." As he walked back inside, it felt like a part of him was missing. The warmth they had once built in their home now felt distant and cold. "Michael!" Olivia's small voice came from the living room. "Yeah, Liv," he replied, forcing a smile as he entered the room. "Can you help me with my Christmas list? I want to make sure Santa knows what I want." "Of course," he said, kneeling beside her. As she excitedly talked about toys and treats, he tried to silence the storm inside his heart. But the truth hung in the air, heavy and unshakable. The holiday lights sparkled outside. But inside, the darkness lingered like a shadow. Michael knew the road ahead would be long and uncertain. But for Olivia's sake, he would try to find his way, one day at a time.